The best prophecies always begin with love stories and end with tragedies. Or so it's been said by fortune tellers and sorcerers. Do you think it's true? I wonder. I used to think it was just a clever little cliché that Sorcerer Solomon leveraged to market his fortunes to an anxious audience, and I can't fault him. Who doesn't hope to play the hero of their own love story? Who doesn't dread eventual tragedy? But lately, I'm beginning to believe that Sorcerer Solomon really lives by those words. Lived. Sorry. Please be patient. Toying with fate makes it hard to keep track of those hairline fractures between past, present, and future. When you spend all your time sneaking peeks at what's yet to come, getting persnickety about the precise order of time seems pretty rich. But I must, for my own sake, try to keep this story as clear and conventionally chronological as I can. A story, properly told, can save a life. This one, if I tell it right, might even save mine. My parents say that I spend an alarming amount of time thinking about death for someone only 17. Honestly, it's a difficult subject to avoid in my line of work. It wasn't so long ago that doing the sort of things I do after school would have gotten me burned at some stake or another. People claim that the 21st century has eroded the atmosphere, mysticism, and frankly, sheer aesthetic that once elevated the practice of sorcery beyond the comprehension of mere plebes. I tell these people that if they want to hop into a time machine and get themselves murdered by history's most notorious anti-fun police, off in Puritanville, Salem, Massachusetts, they're more than welcome. I'm not wild about murder myself, which is pretty ironic when you consider the direction my life has taken recently. But now I'm getting ahead of myself again. What did I tell you? Past, present, and future are all jumbled up in my head. So let's begin at the real beginning. My pursuit of sorcery. Not just any class of sorcery, but fortune-telling. Even among sorcerers, bona fide fortune-tellers are a rare breed. You have your illusionists, considered petty entertainers, and your kinetics, respectable, though a bit mainstream. But fortune-tellers have always been kings among sorcerers. Why not? Hollywood might have use for another illusionist to temporarily beautify a face, and the military loves its kinetic soldiers. But if there's one thing everyone everywhere wants, it's the power to screw around with the future. And no one made the future their bitch half as well as Sorcerer Solomon could. That was really why I began working for him, you see. I told my parents it was only because I didn't get into the academic summer intensive they wanted me to take at some Ivy League school or another. Besides, I reasoned in my best perfect Asian daughter voice, I wanted a vacation job that I could continue working into the school year. That way I could contribute to my college fund and develop better personal finance skills. The truth is, when the summer intensive program rejections came in, I'd never been so pleased with my own apparent mediocrity in my entire life, because I had the one acceptance that really mattered to me: Sorcerer Solomon's. I won't lie, an apprenticeship to the most notorious fortune teller on the east coast of the United States is an extremely weird after-school gig. There are many things, good and bad, that can be said of sorcery as both discipline and profession, but the one that most folks agree on is that your average sorcerer leads a thoroughly beyond average life. That was why I wanted to be a sorcerer in the first place.